Hi, Fuzz Gaming. Hope you're all good. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart, Felix. Hope you're all good. Right, let's sort this out. See whether we can figure out another autopsy. Man, I'm loving this game, but I'm hating it at the same time because there are some weird shit that goes on in this game, and it's quite freaky. It
It would be
captures you off
easier
guard.
just to move in and live here. I doubt I'll get reimbursed for the cab. Huh?
What?
Damn. It's already late in the evening. Good evening. Any news for me? About my car? You know, the flat tires?
No.
No, what? Have you checked the cameras? Anything?
Handman, I cut my teeth working in prison. I know what to do.
What?
There were no strangers hanging around. Maybe you ran over something.
What? All the tires?
Quite possibly. You can congratulate yourself.
Christ.
Hey.
You should try sleeping more.
He's
You've been
no
kinda out
help
of it
at all.
lately.
That's the first bit of sense you've made all evening.
Good. The body is expected to be ready for pickup tonight, along with your lecture.
What? Fuck me. I don't have the strength for this today. Have I taken my pills today? Did I take it? Or, one more won't hurt.
I think it's these pills
need
that are
to
doing
focus.
stuff to us, I'm not sure.
Fuck.
Oh, 1 second, just click on that one.
I don't have much time. Okay.
Right.
One by one, Jack. Take it easy. Oh, a burning issue indeed. Then I'll move on to the body. Ah, shit. The lecture. I almost forgot. I'm gonna need the camcorder.
Can't
This
run in
is
this either.
making me nervous.
Storage room. So eerily quiet. Well, you look like you've had a fun night. Let's see what we
Oh,
can
well.
find out.
This is not the best framing. Hello, everyone. It's the 20... something of November 1991. Jack Hammond is conducting the autopsy. Oh, yes, you already know the drill. So, the body is on the slab. Let's see what... So, the victim is from yesterday's apartment block fire on Drowner Street. Personal details unknown. The exact cause of the fire has not yet been determined. However, it is known that the fire started in the deceased's apartment, where the most damage was reported.
Okay.
The body was not found until the next morning. The tenant was naked, charred, and with severe burns. The owner of the apartment asked about the deceased. He was surprised anyone even lived there. The deceased was sitting in an armchair near the TV. Pieces of pornographic material, an ashtray, melted video cassettes, and several bottles of so-called poppers were found in the vicinity. It's difficult to assess whether any escape attempts were made.
Okay.
Firefighters indicated that it was probably the large quantity of poppers found near the deceased and rapid spread of the fire. Well, that's our basic question. Whether the death occurred as a result of fire, or whether he was dead before it. As you can see, the body is in quite an unusual pose. For the purpose of photographic documentation, we'll leave it like that for now. This position is called the pugilistic attitude. This is due to the influence of high temperature on the muscles.
Okay, here we go.
The fire reaches the skin first, then the soft tissue, until the skeletal muscles are exposed. Coagulation occurs in exposed muscles due to their fibers shrinking. The extensors yield to the force of the flexors.
Causing your hands to like thingy together.
The muscles contract and contract until the limbs become flexy and deformed. The upper ones are characterized by a triple bend, similar to a boxer holding his hands in front of him. Just 10 minutes will do it. 10 minutes for the muscles and tendons to contract, like a steak on the grill.
Lovely. Let's have a look around the side. Nothing? Feet. There we go.
In the end, we're all just walking meat.
Let's put these on the board.
The
Okay.
deceased must now be straightened out, and we need to get rid of these bindings. He looks to have been to the deceased's neck, which explains why, despite the severe burns, the deceased's limbs are not all that twisted. That's better. It's easier to straighten him now. Without taking out the magnifying glass, we already know that the deceased's skin is heavily charred and cracked.
Okay, right, let's get our magnifying glass
As for the
out.
other detail, there are crow's feet visible near the eyes. Upper lip reveals front teeth. One of the incisors is broken. There's soot in the nostrils.
Soot in the nostrils.
The
Does
rope
that
around the
mean he
neck wasn't very
inhaled
tight.
smoke?
I don't see it leaving a mark on the skin. You can clearly see that this is primarily the front of the deceased that was exposed to fire. The victim sat in the chair the whole time, hence his back being in much better condition than this extremely
The
burned area.
pixelation on that.
The rope marks around the wrists are deep and clearly visible. Looks as if a large flap of skin had detached from the calf. The rope at the man's ankles was tied much tighter and more precisely than the one around his wrists. All in all, quite a lot can be deduced from this external examination. Traces failed to indicate that the deceased suffocated before the fire took hold. That must have been terrible. The tissue of the mouth was heavily burned as well. The teeth, however, makes me wonder. The eye clenching is a natural reaction of the body to high temperatures. Soot in the nose appears when inhaling harmful and choking smoke. Severe burns, covering approximately 80% of the epidermis. He appears to be loosely tied. However, this is the result of the corpse drying out. The predominance of 4th and 3rd degree burns. The burns reach through the dermis and hypodermis to reach the muscles. The body is covered in numerous areas. The length of the rope was calculated, and appears that the deceased could make limited movements around the perineum. The conclusions are quite clear. It looks like the deceased was a fan of choking while masturbating. Deaths due to a predilection for asphyxophilia do occur, but not in this case. Perhaps the deceased lost a tooth, attempting to bite through the rope. It may seem incidental, but for us it's a sign that the deceased was most certainly conscious. We need to check the damage inhaling all that smoke has done to the respiratory tract. The extent of the thermal stresses on the body could have caused this death. Wounds on the wrists and ankles indicate that the deceased could have been struggling in panic. Burns to the genitals and groin are an additional concussive factor. This is due to the high vascularity and innervation of this area. In this case, I don't assume that this was a delayed death. The mixture of fear, sexual arousal, and drugs could have caused a heart attack. I will assess the extent of possible poisoning and burning in a moment. First, I'll try to establish the victim's identity. Due to the amount of charring, we are unable to collect the victim's fingerprints. Visual identification is also out of the question. You can probably guess what options we are left with. You guessed it, a dental impression. For this, I need impression trays and alkanate material. Please excuse me for a moment. What I need should be some... Okay, it's going well. I should be able to get this done in time. Where are these trays? Towels, papers, jars? Nope, it's not anywhere on the counter. Maybe in this drawer. Oh, there they are. I'll warm this up in my hands. Okay, making an impression is quite simple. You put trays with... Once the devices have been... Okay, again, we will need a piece of paper, a brush, and ink. We will make a plaster model of the deceased's teeth from the obtained impression. We will then make an impression of the mold on a piece of paper, which will be scanned into the computer.
Right,
You see, it seems so simple, and yet laborious. On the plus side, we don't have to worry about the gag reflex with the deceased. And no need to remind the subject to breathe either. At least he saved the high cost of orthodontic treatment.
Right, let's see if we can find whose teeth these are.
Wow. I would have expected a match so soon. Well, the deceased is Richard Jacobson, 47 years old. He had a criminal record and was recently in court for... Oh, wow. For not returning a videotape to the rental shop. Oh, Jesus. I better check if I've still got that copy of... where were we? Okay, I'll add some details to the clipboard. Okay, and we can move on to dissecting the body. This time, I'll go straight for the loppers.
Straight for the locker.
I'll slice it. Let me start here. I push hard several times. Until I cut a given section. You can see that using a scalpel
Forgot that
would
was
be
on.
pointless here. Solid crunch. Almost there. Now we peel back the skin.
Ew. Yummy.
Now to remove the ribs. And we can check out what's going on in here. And I see that a lot has happened. In fact, the entire abdominal cavity is flooded. Blood and other fluids have seeped from the blood vessels, flooding the abdomen and chest areas. We have to get rid of this. I'll go get a cup or a ladle.
Okay, a cup or a ladle. Making soup.
I think I saw one somewhere here.
Where is it? Or am I just being fucking blind?
Aha. I don't have all night. I'm going to need a vacuum pump. Right. The running around for everything starts again. Why can't things be tidied away properly in this damn mortuary? I'm gonna get Ridley. I wonder where this pump is.
Oh, I bet
Probably
it's in the basement.
Mr. Ridley? Mr. Ridley? I'll just go to the basement and check.
I fucking hate going to this basement. Always get stuck on that door as well. Who the fuck is that? Who was that? Someone in my office.
Jeez. I don't know what... Rust. Scrap! God! Where is this infernal machine? Wow, that's heavy. Can I fit through the door with this? I swear I'm going to have an accident here one day. Like
That was
Alice,
someone
when she twisted her ankle on those stairs. We were supposed to go to the mountains then. That was supposed to be our first trip since... And Alice.
Handman.
Because of me, as always, she had to...
Handman, are you talking to yourself or what?
Huh? What? No, I just...
There is a letter for you. I left it on your desk.
Letter? For me? A letter? Fuck! Who delivers letters at this time? It's probably been sat in his office for ages. Just didn't want to move his lazy ass.
I'll tell you what, I'll come and have a look at the letter in a minute. Let me just put the pump in there.
So, we have the equipment. Now I have to place it somewhere close to the table. Phew. I can finally put this thing down. Alright, just... What? There's no tube? No one's used this for a long time. I apologize to you all once again.
Maybe there is something in the social room? Okay. Alright, let's go and have a look at this letter quick. Is that lab? Social room's down there anyway, so let's just go and have a look at this letter.
Aha. 3649. Okay. 3649. 3649. 3749. 3794. These lockers could contain... Ah, screw it. There might be something in here. Yep. I'm sure I wrote the code down on a piece of paper.
Was 3694, wasn't it? 3694, or is it?
Aha. 3649. Okay.
What? I swear to God that was 3649. Okay.
3649. 3649. 3749.
I don't know why I put
3794.
49.
Man, my memory for numbers.
Mate, that spun me out.
What do we have here? Boxes of disinfectants, syringes, thread. Oh, antiseptics. Any other stuff? Oh, that's it. But here. I wanted to forget. Alice. I regret so much. Every day. Every fucking day. I can't take it anymore. Oh, God. Please. I can't. How do I... Phone. Do not think. Just don't. Aha. 3643. Office of the Medical Examiner, Peatsville.
Oh, Jack. I was hoping to catch you at work.
Hi, Dorothy. How's it going?
Good, thanks. And what about you? You sound tired.
Tiring day at work. That's it.
You scared me last time we spoke.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to cause any trouble and say what I said.
Jack, it's all right. You're not causing any trouble. I'm not surprised at all that.
No, really. I mean it. Sorry. I just... I'm fed up with myself.
You should take care of yourself. Didn't you say you wanted to stay at home longer? To rest? You know I pick up the slack at work.
No, I didn't. I can't. I don't want to be there.
Well, why not consider taking a trip, Jack?
Dorothy, please. I really don't have the energy for this today.
No, I just wish.
Stop it. Why are you calling?
Reminder about annual drug testing. I figured you probably didn't remember.
Oh, yes. I've, had a lot going on. I even forgot my own birthday.
Leave your samples at reception on your way home.
Sure. I'll try. Okay.
Jack, try not to alcohol. No, you shouldn't.
I have it all under control. I should be getting...
The results should be in tomorrow. I'll call you when we know.
Right.
Goodbye, Jack.
Bye.
Right, let's get back to what we were
Annual
doing.
drug testing. There's been a bit too much going on lately.
Take some more pills, you know how it is.
I was supposed to collect the hose. focus on your work, Jack. All right. Here I am. I hope that was the last long break in this session. So, let's connect the tube.
Oh, I was supposed to set the pump. My bad.
We turn on the machine. With this amount of fluid, there's no point in holding back. Still a few nooks and crannies left. External examinations did not reveal any tissue defects that would reach the internal organs. So, I expect the organs to be intact. In a way, it's quite extraordinary that even with such severe burns, skin, fat, muscles, peritoneal fascia, they can keep the insides intact. The organs are all present and correct. A reddish-pink tint indicates high carboxyhemoglobin levels, the level of which I will determine. What interests me here is not the presence of this substance itself, but rather its percentage. But first, I'll need the values for the centrifuge.
Knew I could have just picked up the fucking notebook earlier. Right, let's go get this notebook. Oh, it won't let me run.
I feel like I've been here forever.
We have been here forever, Jack.
Jack, focus. Just a little bit longer. Corpses recovered from the site of fire may have very different and complex histories. Burning is only at the surface. Underneath, it may be a heart attack, stroke, or pulmonary embolism. This particular case appears quite basic.
Okay, so we need 1085.
However, I would warn against making a diagnosis too hastily. A fire victim does not always mean death due to smoke inhalation. The centrifuge has completed its cycle. So, as usual, I will take the samples to the laboratory, and I'll be back with the results shortly. Ugh.
Oh,
What exactly was I supposed to test for? COHB. I'll take 2 milliliters of each sample. Ugh.
see what comes out.
Well, confirmed. Death due to carbon monoxide poisoning. Carboxyhemoglobin levels at 84%. Alright, I'll note this down and perform a check of the organs.
Whoa.
Mr. Ridley?
I don't want to go out.
Why did he take that fucking body?
I'll be right back. 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about that. Reese needed the toilet. Oh, I don't think I'm mentally. I don't want to go in there.
Maybe I think I'm just tired. What's wrong with me? I don't see any need to mess with the electrics. They are flaky enough as it is. Something strange is happening here. Why did you take the body?
What body?
Well, the body. You know, from the autopsy room?
Christ, Hammond. I didn't take any of your bodies.
So who took it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But I...
Get back to work. It's late.
Is it going to be back there on the table? What the fuck?
I think there's... I must have been seeing things. Results. Well, then we can... From the results... We can now be sure that the carboxyhemoglobin concentration was fatal. The organ has a reddish-pink tint, which results from the concentration of COHB and general congestion of the organ. Other than that, I can cross this off my list now.
Okay.
We will look at the lungs more carefully. From the outside, just like the heart, it is congested, and the color indicates poisoning. Thermal damage is visible here and there. enough of the external exam. It's time to grab the knife and dissect the lungs. I need to check for any obstruction, burns, or clots. Jesus. Alright. You can see changes in the lung parenchyma caused by burns and smoke inhalation. Nothing new here. So let's complete the notes. And let's check the trachea. The color is the same as the rest of the organs. Significant congestion. Let's see what it looks like inside. Okay, the final cut. There are visible burns inside, but what catches the eye the most is the amount of soot. Looks like our subject was in the thick of the fire. Let's deal with the final notes, and we're ready to go. I considered the direct cause of death to be severe carbon monoxide poisoning, leading to extreme hypoxia of the body. The extreme burns on the deceased's body and respiratory tract indicate that he must have been surrounded by fire. During the examination, no other factors were found that could have contributed to the victim's death. Environmental data does not indicate any third-party involvement. Just need to add my John Hancock and sew up the body. I'll close the body, trying not to damage what's left of the skin. As for stitching, well, it varies. It can be that the fire victims are in such a condition, so for this job, a thicker needle and heavy-duty thread. Well, everything's holding together. Well, after storing the body, there's nothing left for me to do. But thank you for your attention. All the best, and good night. Ugh, my God. What an exhausting day. I need to get these gloves off and call a taxi. I swear I'm about to pass out from exhaustion. Oh, fuck. Urine sample. Oh, no. Okay. This is it.
Give our little pee test.
I'm dehydrated. I should drink more water. As expected, sleeping like a log. I'm jealous.
He's awake. Wait, have I got to ring the bell? No, I've got to ring a taxi.
What's going on here?
Hurricane Taxi, we will take you wherever the wind takes you.
Hello. I would, like to order a taxi to 574 Presley Street.
Okay, hun. All of our drivers are busy at the moment. Best I can do is within the next hour.
An hour? Oh, no. Alright. Let it be.
Can I take your name?
Jack Hanman.
Okay, thank you. Do you have our loyalty card?
No.
Would you like to set one up? We're regular customers, we have discounts and extra...
Would that make the taxi get here faster?
Well...
I thought so. Thank you. Goodbye. This is already giving me a headache. Ah, Jesus, what now? Yes, how can I help you?
Jack, why did you do that?
Aha. 3649. 3649. 3749. 3794. Oh my God! What was that? What the fuck? Fuck. This is some kind of mistake. An hour here. I need a drink. Oh, strong. Everything's spinning.
I don't know if I want to fall asleep there, to be honest. Oh man. Someone's gonna show up in a minute. I don't even want to watch it. Okay, interesting.
Do I... Is this... Fucking shits. They went too far this time. What's that? Is that blood? Oh God, what's happened? Oh, Mr. Ridley? Oh fuck. Can't you hear all this commotion? Are you deaf?
Sure, whatever you say, Henry.
Why is that even funny? Do I need to bring you the evidence?
Sure, if you have some. Not me. I think you slept too much myself.
Go and see for yourself. I'm going home. The taxi is probably waiting.
The one that left yesterday?
Yesterday? How so?
It's evening. Friday, November 29th, Hanman.
29th of November.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that this was...
Don't worry. I did too. Somehow. I just... Oh my God.
Should I call Dorothy? I've set up the cadaver ready for the autopsy, and she should be able to replace you.
No. There's no need. I'd be happier staying here than sitting at home, alone.
Just in case, this is... let me know.
Sure. Thanks.
Hanman,
Huh?
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, me too. I guess I should take my pills. I should go to the cemetery later. Buy flowers, not today. To forget the most important of things. Every fucking time. Oh my God. Alice. No. It's only just... Oh, I'm so tired. It's November 29th, year 1991. The autopsy is performed by Dr. Jack Hanman. Number Lou. Investigators determined that the victim was most likely dumped close to the nearby forests. She crawled to the bus stop on her own, as evidenced by the traces of blood she left behind. The body was lying in the grass beside the road, where it was spotted by commuters waiting for the morning bus. According to the information provided by the aforementioned friend, the car belonged to the Hurricane Taxi Network. The company was provided with a description of the driver. However, they deny that any of their drivers fit the description. The police have been looking for the man since yesterday. A friend at the salon testified that the last time she saw Amber was 2 weeks ago. It was her last day at work before her vacation. At around 9:40 p.m., she left in a taxi for a flight to Amsterdam. Why do people do such things? I'll move on. The deceased was brought... Now... photographic documentation. The deceased's skin is extremely pale. No livor mortis is visible. The deceased is missing her right arm. Several signs of redness on the neck and chest. The deceased is caked in dirt and mud. Lots of rough, irregular slashing cuts. The deceased is also missing her left leg. The palm and front of the hand is covered with numerous wounds. Extensive hematoma on the victim's forehead. You can see that Alice has been through a lot. Why is she so... Focus. The overall pictures. I'll grab the magnifying glass. The wound looks relatively fresh. The deceased could have fallen, or maybe she was struck hard. Minor redness appearing in several places. The wounds were stitched up by someone who knew what they were doing. However, it seems that the sewing was done in a hurry, and quite carelessly at that. The wound on the bend of the elbow seems much deeper. I'm wondering about this bruising. There are no signs of internal bleeding, detectable through an internal examination. Both the arm and leg were taken all the way to the joint. The perpetrator used a scalpel, but the cut line itself looks jagged. These wounds appear to have been caused by crawling across rough ground. Let me sum this up somehow. This injury could have been fatal for Alice. Some of the wounds were made by the victim crawling, and the hickeys are not fatal. But in this situation, they are worth examining. It seems that the perpetrator was very interested in preserving as much skin as possible on the removed limbs. There appear to be no signs of struggle. I assumed that the deceased had a cannula inserted and was groggy the entire time. The stitching doesn't appear fresh. Amber appears to have suffered like this for at least a few days. We do not know the exact circumstances of the wounds, or the conditions in which the deceased was kept. The perpetrator definitely didn't realize how tremendous will to live she had. Maybe it was an accident, or perhaps the final blow. I'll check with the UV lamp whether what the perpetrator did. Even though the wounds were stitched closed, they were clearly reopened by the act of crawling. There are many indications that she wasn't aware of what she was being put through. Extensive toxicological tests should help determine what substances she was given. It is unknown how much blood Amber lost during her escape, and especially how much during the procedure performed on her. Infection could have set in. Even if that wasn't fatal, it would severely weaken an already strained body. This has the hallmarks of some sick sexual... I will, check the UV lamp whether, on cases like these, strong and clear traces of tape. Alice, you know that I would never... Jack, breathe. It's just... pull yourself together. Well, we left off with the torso. More traces of the dramatic fight for survival. You can see that there are traces around the hickeys. Most likely saliva. The perpetrator was obviously looking for an opportunity to fulfill his paraphilia. Oh, Christ. The police will have plenty to do. If I can find my hard drive, I could just take an X-ray. I'll move these tables away. Make room for the X-ray machine. Maybe Dorothy should take over for me today. I keep wandering off in my thoughts. Fuck! What's going on here? It wasn't me. Please. Have I lost my mind? I must have gone crazy. Oh,
that
it
was
is.
well creepy. Hey, hope you're good. Thank you for the heart.
Huh?
Let's look open the window again. Oh, I'll be around.
Cases like these can be extremely disturbing.
But the window's fixed.
These bulbs need changing.
X-ray machine. Oh, it's gonna be in the fucking basement and that.
They all know.
Huh?
Did you answer your phone?
Telephone? What phone?
They all know.
Huh?
The phone rang a few minutes ago.
I didn't hear anything.
For you to take medicine.
How so?
For you to get results.
Yeah. I'll call them back.
Always get stuck on that fucking door. What? My car's fine. I bet it's not even in the fucking basement, is it? No, I don't like being out here. Oh, man. I swear to God, I'm gonna open that door on the other side. Someone's staring at me the other side. I take it the X-ray machine's not down there then. Fuck's sake. My car's alright though. Strange. Oh, is that it? No? That's a hoist. Am I going there yet? Nope. Is it in there? Nope. Just double check it's not in there. Bathroom. Is it in the lab? It's probably in the main room, isn't it? Right. It says to locate it. Where is it? Where am I supposed to find? Locate the X-ray machine for the next examination. Okay, where the fuck is this X-ray machine? It's gotta be in the fucking... Surely that's not it. No. Is that? Oh, fucking is as well. There we go.
Oh, I guess I've been here too long.
X-ray of somebody.
How many days is it? It all rolls into one. All right. Now I need to set the machine up. Now fire it up.
Spark detection plate. Oh, from the side of the machine. Okay. Put it under her head.
Oh, now center it between the eyes at the root of the nose. Okay, looks good. I thought for sure this old thing would have tripped the breaker. Alright, I just need... I'll print the image and... I need to check the frontal bone, crystal galley, aneurysm.
Wait, where have I got to take this to the lab?
Internal auditory canals, Alice,
Ah.
ethmoid and frontal sinuses. Why did this have to happen to her? And now I can print it. I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for... Why can't I see the wound? I need to look at this in the light box. Strange. I guess I'll have to repeat. Let there be light. Damn. I knew this luck wouldn't last. I almost believed that this would go off without a hitch tonight. Off to the storage room I go. These flickering lights would drive anyone over the edge. And now it's all broken. Great. Fuck. Don't you wish? I'll need the flashlight and to find Ridley for help.
Oh, great. What the fuck?
What?
Nah. Where's he gone?
There's a surprise. Why is it that whenever I need Ridley for something, he magically disappears into the ether? Oh my god. Oh, alright. What now? I'll start the generator in the shed. Maybe it's been left unlocked. For once, Ridley's carelessness will be useful. It's getting cold. It must have rained earlier. And it looks like it won't be as simple as I hoped. Great. And the keeper of the keys has left his post. God, I haven't even started the dissection yet. Fuck it. I'm gonna get a hammer. I don't have the time or the strength. Jesus. I'm feeling dizzy. I'm exhausted. God damn it.
Wow, this is hard.
It's actually holding up. Well. Something new in this shithole. God, something's missing here? Some kind of switch? Or a crank? Oh no. There's so much shit in here. this'll work. It fits. Alright. Now, just to crank it up. Something wrong? Great, it started. Not for long. Empty. Sure would make a nice decorative ornament for the garden, though. Empty. Sure would make a nice decorative ornament for the garden, though. Empty. Sure would make a nice decorative ornament for the garden, though. Empty. Just nothing inside. How did it end up here? Finally. I'll just start this thing and call Dorothy. I think I've had enough. I shouldn't
I
be
think
here.
I've had enough.
Not today. I guess that's enough. Nice. Another empty jerry can to add to the collection. My head.
The trucker tied me up.
What just happened? What the fuck? Who tied me up?
It's only for a moment. Sorry, man.
Steven? What the fuck do you mean?
Think I hit you too hard with that shovel.
Oh, haha, great fucking joke. Untie me now. I don't have the energy for your shitty games.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I don't understand. Steven, what do you mean? This has got to be some kind of mistake.
You and your moaning, you and your problems. You're not the victim here.
But...
Shut up! Can you shut your mouth for just one fucking second? To me, you are just a murderer.
What?
What? Knocked down? You thought I didn't know anything?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about! Steven!
My poor sister. Even now, you can't muster up any courage, any honesty. You disgust me. I suspected you from the beginning. As soon as I found out that Alice is dead, I knew it was you. Tumors, aneurysms, unexplained circumstances. Who are you trying to fool? For God's sakes, you're a doctor!
Steven, no. It doesn't work like that.
Shh! I haven't finished talking. Why did you lie, Jack? Why didn't you say anything? You confessed! I knew I had to do something about it myself. Any of this making any sense yet? Threats? A ring? Photos? Red Pete on the loose? He died in that accident, by the way.
You sick fuck.
Yes, I am! You've no clue just how much. Oh, I'm on some fantastic fucking drugs for it. Only, I've been slipping them to you. I was hoping to break you down, that you'll be pushed into doing something drastic to yourself, and I'll just stand there and watch.
Her tumor was incurable.
That's a filthy lie.
This... It was only a matter of time.
Again, lying!
I saw the scans.
You know what? I think I've had enough of your bullshit.
All right. Okay. I lied, but hear me out. We had an argument that day. Worse than usual. I was drunk. And I was angry. There was a fight. I pushed her. I pushed her against the wall. She hit her head and... She fell. She fell. Yes. Just like that. Limp and lifeless. I panicked. I thought... I don't know. I didn't think at all. I was afraid I had caused it. That someone will accuse me. That it'll be the end of my career. When I called an ambulance, it was too late. Way too late.
It wasn't an accident.
And then I lied. I said that's how I found her. That I wasn't there. With her. And now, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it. Everything. This whole year. Just dead memories. As if I didn't exist at all. Since that day.
Fuck, here we go again. Even now. Even now, you have the nerve to lie.
Stephen, I'm sorry. I suffered too.
It wasn't an accident. You understand now? Someone has to pay for this.
What's going on here? Steven, drop the gun.
It's none of your business, Sean. Leave and forget you saw anything.
Steve, you know I can't do that.
Mr. Ridley, please, run!
Shut up!
You know I'll shoot if I have to.
Well, in that case, that makes sense.
Stephen, no!
Doesn't have to look out, see what the fuck is going on. And there we have it. We completed it. That was a fucked up game and a half. Hey Bradley, hope you're all good. We just completed the Autopsy Simulator, and boy oh boy is it the most fucked up game I've played for a while. But it was fun. It was fun. I thought there would be more to it than that, but hopefully when they do some updates, maybe they'll get some DLCs to put onto this as well. I know that they're going to be doing like an Autopsy Simulator only mode at some point, but when it's coming in I have no idea. That was a weird storyline. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't know how long this bit goes on for. Can we skip it? No, we cannot. Have to wait for it to play through. Oh, come on. Right, we have to continue. Where can we continue from? We've already done this chapter, haven't we? Yeah, we've already done that. Okay. But yeah, that was an interesting game. Right, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you for tonight. But thank you for all the likes, shares, and comments. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, and I'll be back tomorrow. I was going to stream during the day, but I can't now because of work and other things that I've got to do. But I will be doing evening streams all of this week. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Bye.